Hi, welcome. So, on your road to building better portfolios with nitrogen, I want to introduce you to two more tools, Discovery and Security Stats. So, with Discovery, you can research individual securities and look up the security stats for those securities and really enhance your research workflows and infuse your security selection with confidence. So, we're going to start by navigating up to Discovery at the top of your window. Now, as a note, Discovery and Security Stats are included with Research Center or the Elite or Complete subscription packages. So if you have Nitrogen with Research Center as an add-on or one of our Complete or Elite bundles, then you will have Discovery and Security Stats. So let's dive into the tool. Within Discovery itself, you can do your security research, like I mentioned. So we have a list of filters here on the left-hand side, where maybe if you're researching individual securities or maybe looking for a new security that you want to add to a model or looking for an alternative security, a different security to recommend to a client, you can do a lot of that research here. You can narrow things down by risk number, by GPA, our efficiency metric. You can look at different security types. Right now in Discovery, we support mutual funds, ETFs, stocks, and SMAs. So there's a lot of research in here that you can do and sort of narrow things down. And then as you change these filters on the left, you'll see the securities on the right-hand side. So let's think of an example. You are meeting with, let's say, a prospect. They have a security in their held away account that you want to swap out for something different. Let's say GE, General Electric. So I can use this search box in the upper left-hand corner to search for a specific security or search for similar securities. But right now, I'm going to look up, okay, General Electric right here. GPA is pretty low. It's not really efficient. The risk number is really high. And I want to make a recommendation for another security that could replace this in their portfolio. Or maybe you're editing one of your models and you want to find a different security that could replace another. As I scroll left and right, I'll see a little bit more of the metrics for the individual securities listed here. But what I'm going to do is go over here. I'm going to clear my search for GE. We know the risk number is too high. We want to find something better. I'm going to search a risk number. I'm going to scroll this down, let's say 75 or less. GPA, I want something maybe 3.7 or higher, something kind of top of class when it comes to efficiency. Security type, I'm going to look right now at just stocks, but you can always look up additional ones if you wanted, maybe some ETFs. And then for my market cap size, I'm going to say large cap. Now, I could narrow it down even further and look specifically for industrials if I wanted that specific equity sector to line up really closely with GE. But right now, I have four filters set, and that's narrowed the tens of thousands of securities in the nitrogen database down to just 21 results. So if I were looking for something that I could recommend to replace GE or another specific security in my prospects portfolio, I could come in here and we've narrowed things down. So maybe this Duke Energy, if I want to drill down even further into this security's details, I can click on its name. That will open up a new tab and take me into security stats. So now you're viewing all of the detailed statistics for this specific security. So we see sort of that security summary up at the top. We see the 6-month historical range. You can scroll down where applicable, we'll have financial stats, modeled performance. You can adjust time frames and look at different periods of time for your modeled performance. But there's a lot here that you can dive into in security stats. So there's a lot to view there. And then let's say you do like this security and you want to save it to come back to later, or save it as a favorite. You can click on this little star on the right-hand side of security stats to favorite that. So we can click that, it'll save it as a favorite. If you wanted to print the information for this security, you could use that little print icon and print it. And then we also have this side panel within security stats where you can open up and change benchmarks for the model performance section. You can add comparisons. There's a lot that you can layer in here to see, all the details that you would want to see for this specific security. So that is a little bit about discovery and security stats. So dive in if you have this tool, experiment with a little bit of research. If you want to continue learning more, always jump into the Help Center in the lower right-hand side, and we will see you in the next video.